Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Michigan Wolverines and Texas.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
So the Wolverines starting five. Jordan, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Left side, Jordan. Drills the three-pointer. Jordan's got 6.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
Now here's Ellis. Pass to Doherty. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Wow. What a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Jordan with it. Picked up by Turner. Jordan's shot is off. Texas trails by 7. Dishes it to Turner. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for the Longhorns, Miles Turner.
That free throw good from Turner. Edwards with it. On the court for Michigan. Jordan, he's in at the point. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Banks in at the 2-guard. Edwards against Jordan. Doherty the screen. There's a screen. Back to Ellis. Jacks up a 3. Good.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer. And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
And out of bounds as the Wolverines gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the Longhorns making a change here. Ford's checked in. The drive by Jordan. And he dunks it home.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Doherty, no luck. Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
Now Edwards, following the three-point attempt by Freak.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. But pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires for three. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
They set the pick. Edwards against Jordan. Yep, it goes, and the Wolverine lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Edwards.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 15. That will count. And the release was before the buzzer. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Michigan leads by 4. And time now. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
So on the floor for Texas, they've got Edwards. Also Ellis out there. Turner is out there with Dorn. And it's Ford in at the 4-man position. Fast break. Here come the Wolverines. Freak with the ball.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there.
Here is Edwards. 5 points in the game. He dishes it to Thornton. The feed now to Doherty. Pass to Edwards. They set the pick for the lead. Doherty with the bucket. Doherty's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Jones kicks to Jordan. On the court for Michigan. Jordan in at point guard. Smith is out there with Wright. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2-guard spot.
It's as if these guys are out here just playing pickup basketball. No deterrent from the defense.
Not at all. No resistance whatsoever. It seems both teams just happy to try to outscore the other.
The dish to Thornton. And the pass to Edwards. Turner with a screen on Jordan. Here's Edwards. And it's Michigan with the rebound. Right side, Jordan. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special, and he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they They are pros, but Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now Blair tries from 16, and it's Michigan with the rebound. Crawford's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Jones, no luck.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Ellis, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wolverines.
They really haven't backed away from running and running at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Edwards passes to Gordon. Ellis on top. Takes the 3. That is good. Ellis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Longhorns.
Looks to me like they hit the refresh button here in the second half after shooting less than 40% from the field before the break.
But the defense allowed them to stay in it, and now with the offense looking rejuvenated, they've got to be feeling confident.
Michigan trails by 4.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jones. Nails it.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
And here's Edwards. Davis is checked in for the Longhorns. Ellis kicks to Edwards. One second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Turner. No good.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble a game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
The second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
This would tie it. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's Michigan winning this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of college basketball here on 2K Sports.